everybody. It's a beautiful, cool morning today, and I have a lot to do. I wanted to get up early because I just have a little bit of time to do everything because I have to host an open house later this morning. So anyway, the things on my agenda are stuff that usually I would do, I'd say, once a month. I have to trim the willow tree. I have to get the branches that are hanging over the sidewalk and attacking people as they walk. And I also have to clean out my 2 fountains. So we need to do those things. And then the third thing, actually the fourth thing that needs doing is when my son gets up, he's gonna help me do demo on all of the vegetation that's between our property and the new property. There's some shrubs in there that need to be pulled out, weeds, etc. But we have to get after that. So I'm actually looking forward to it because it just looks terrible from the street and we need to get it all tidied up. So I'm gonna get after it and bring you along, and let's go. are all done. Fountain number 1, all cleaned. I also did trim back some of the hosta leaves and the bloom stalks that were hanging over the water because they shed all the time and add organic material into the water, which breaks down and makes it dirty faster. I also trimmed back some of the nepeta that was hanging over, but I'm going to use all those little pieces in an arrangement for my kitchen island that I will show you later. So on to fountain number 2. Oh my goodness, that fountain was so overdue for a scrub. It's definitely one of those things that by the time you notice that it needs it, it really needs it. So anyway, fountain number 2 done. Now on to doing the demo between our properties. All right, this is what we're gonna demo today. There's a lot. There's a lot of old shrubs that are dead that need to be pulled out, and just old plants. And actually there's a little maple tree here that I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna wanna save that and replant that somewhere. But wow, lots of weeds and craziness. So, all right, let's get after it. right, that is it for me. I've got to go get showered up and ready for my open house. I'm going to leave Kane here to grapple with that dead lilac. So good luck, Kane. So this is the result of this morning's work on the new property. We got a nice big pile of vegetation that we pulled out of this bed, and oh my goodness, poor Kane worked for about an hour pulling out that lilac, and he wasn't able to get it all out, but he was able to chop it out pretty good. So that's progress. I'm just gonna walk over here, give you another view of all of that, and a view of what we still have to do. So this is going to be just one of those projects you do a little bit every day and you'll get there. So, but I'm happy with this. This is a good start for the day, and honestly that lilac was the biggest bear that we're going to encounter here. So because this shrub right here I may keep. I have to uncover it and see what it actually is and what it looks like. So we may not be pulling out that shrub, but anyway, so it was a bugger of a morning, but hey, progress feels good, and we're on our way. So we'll check in with you in the future for another update. Thanks for coming along with us, and have a great day. I forgot that I was going to show you folks what I did with all the little miscellaneous cuttings from my garden. The only flower in this arrangement that's not from my garden is this rose, which is doing great 1 week after my future daughter-in-law's shower last weekend. And there is one little stem of buddleia there, butterfly bush, that was part of my arrangement from the shower as well. But all these other little pieces are just the blossoms from the hosta that were kind of in the way in the yard, so I clipped some of those, and also some of the Russian sage that was again drooping into the yard, and some coneflower, that echinacea that was kind of down on the ground, so I clipped that, as well as some little buds of Rudbeckia right there that are just starting to open up, but they're going to be draping out into the yard as well, so I thought I could sacrifice those, and a little bit of my fern in there. So I mean, oh my gosh, what a cute little arrangement from the yard. It makes me so happy. I never used to cut flowers from my garden that much because I really enjoy just walking around the garden and enjoying them out in the garden. So I was never a big cut flower person until this year. I just started saying, you know what, I think I'm just gonna cut little bits here and there, and you never notice that they're gone out in the yard. And oh, it just makes me smile every time I come into the kitchen to see just a few little snips of something in a vase. So anyway, I hope that encourages you to go out in your garden and snip a few things and make yourself a happy little bouquet for your kitchen island. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.